Imagine a world without plants, no trees, no grass, no flowers, a barren wasteland devoid of oxygen, food, and the vibrant colors that paint our landscapes. This is the reality we'd face without photosynthesis, but fear not, for we are blessed with this miraculous system that transforms sunlight into life itself. Now, some might have you believe that this complex process is merely a happy accident, a random occurrence in the grand chaos of the universe. But let's examine the facts and see if such a notion holds water. Spoiler alert, it doesn't. Photosynthesis is not just a simple chemical reaction. It's an intricate dance of molecules, a symphony of precisely timed events that would make even the most sophisticated human-engineered systems blush with envy. Let's start with the star of our show, the chloroplast. This tiny organelle is the powerhouse of photosynthesis. But calling it a powerhouse is like calling the Large Hadron Collider a fancy microscope. The chloroplast is a marvel of biological engineering, housing an array of complex structures that work in perfect harmony. Within the chloroplast, we find thylakoid membranes stacked like pancakes. These aren't just any membranes, they're studded with an array of protein complexes that would make a smartphone engineer weep with joy. Photosystem 1. Photosystem 2, cytochrome B6F complex, ATP synthase. Each of these is a molecular machine of breathtaking complexity. Now, let's focus on photosystem 2 for a moment. This protein complex is capable of splitting water molecules using nothing but sunlight. Think about that for a second. It's performing a feat that our most advanced technology can only dream of, and it's doing it billions of times every second in every leaf on Earth. Does this sound like something that just happened by chance? Absolutely not. But wait, there's more. The electrons liberated from water don't just float around aimlessly. They're passed along a precise electron transport chain, a molecular relay race where timing is everything. One misstep, one poorly placed protein, and the whole system falls apart. Yet, it works flawlessly, billions of times a second, in countless plants across the globe. And let's not forget about rubisco, the enzyme responsible for carbon fixation. This enzyme is so critical that it's the most abundant protein on Earth. It's also notoriously inefficient, which is why plants need so much of it. But here's the kicker. Despite its inefficiency, life has thrived on Earth for billions of years. It's as if the system was designed with a built-in buffer, allowing for imperfections while still maintaining overall functionality. Now, to those who claim this all came about by random chance, I ask you this. If you found a watch in the desert, would you assume it formed spontaneously from the sand? Of course not. You'd recognize it as the product of intelligent design. Yet photosynthesis is infinitely more complex than any watch. It's a system of such intricacy and interdependence that the notion of it arising by accident is, frankly, laughable. Consider the Calvin cycle, the process by which plants use the energy from light reactions to produce glucose. This cycle involves a series of precisely controlled chemical reactions, each catalyzed by a specific enzyme. These enzymes must be produced in the right quantities, at the right times, and in the right places. It's a logistical feat that would make any factory manager jealous. And let's not overlook the marvel of light harvesting complexes. These protein structures are arranged in such a way that they can capture photons and funnel their energy with near-perfect efficiency. It's like having millions of tiny solar panels, each optimized to capture a specific wavelength of light. Does this sound like something that just happened by chance? The answer is a resounding no. But perhaps the most awe-inspiring aspect of photosynthesis is its role in the grand tapestry of life. This process doesn't just benefit plants, it forms the foundation of almost all life on Earth. The oxygen we breathe, the food we eat, the fossil fuels that power our civilization, all of these are products of photosynthesis. It's a system so fundamental to life that without it, our planet would be as barren as Mars. Now, some might argue that given enough time, even the most improbable events can occur. But let's put that notion to rest once and for all. The complexity we see in photosynthesis isn't just improbable, it's mathematically impossible to have occurred by chance, even given the entire age of the universe. Consider this. For a simple protein of just 150 amino acids, there are more possible combinations than there are atoms in the known universe. And photosynthesis requires not just one protein, but an entire system of intricately linked proteins and processes. The odds of this system arising by chance are so astronomically low that it makes winning the lottery every day for 1 billion years look like a sure bet. But let's humor the idea of evolution for a moment. Even if we grant the possibility of gradual changes over time, we run into a fundamental problem. Each step in the evolution of photosynthesis would need to provide a survival advantage. But here's the catch. Photosynthesis doesn't work unless all its components are in place. It's an all-or-nothing system. Having half a chloroplast, or part of an electron transport chain, provides no benefit. It's like having half a car engine. It's not going to get you anywhere, so we're left with a choice. We can either believe that this intricate, precisely calibrated system that forms the foundation of life on Earth is the result of random chance, a notion that flies in the face of everything we know about probability and complexity. Or we can recognize it for what it is, a masterpiece of engineering, a testament to the brilliance of its creator. As we conclude our journey through the marvels of photosynthesis, let us be absolutely clear. What we have witnessed is not a product of chance, but an undeniable testament to intelligent design. The fact is irrefutable. Photosynthesis is a system of such staggering complexity and precision that it could not have possibly arisen by accident. Let's state this plainly. The mathematical impossibility of photosynthesis evolving by chance is not a matter of opinion, but a cold, hard fact. The odds against it are not merely astronomical, they are beyond comprehension. To suggest otherwise is to deny the basic laws of probability and to embrace a fairy tale masquerading as science. We are not merely looking at an interesting biological process. We are staring at the incontrovertible evidence of a supreme intelligence at work. Every chloroplast, every thylakoid membrane, every enzyme in the Calvin cycle screams of purposeful design. There is no room for doubt here. Photosynthesis is engineered, not evolved. As we observe the world around us, we must recognize that we are not simply seeing plants. We are witnessing the operation of a sophisticated, finely tuned system that transforms sunlight into the very essence of life. This is not an accident of nature, it is the pinnacle of engineering, a system so advanced that our greatest scientific minds can only dream of replicating its efficiency and elegance. The Quran, in its timeless wisdom, points us to this truth. Do you not see that Allah sends down rain from the sky and makes it flow as springs in the earth? Then he produces thereby crops of varying colors. Then they dry, and you see them turned yellow. Then he makes them scatter debris. Indeed, in that is a reminder for those of understanding. Surah Az-Zumar 39:21. This verse is not merely poetic. It is a challenge to observe and understand the world around us. And when we do, when we truly look at processes like photosynthesis, the conclusion is inescapable. We are not witnessing random chance, but the work of a supreme intelligence. In photosynthesis, we see not the blind fumbling of evolutionary processes, but the clear, unmistakable signature of a creator. This is not a hypothesis or a theory, it is a fact as solid as the ground beneath our feet. The next time you see a green leaf, remember, you are looking at proof of intelligent design, a testament to the existence of a higher power that has engineered the very foundations of life on Earth. Let there be no doubt, photosynthesis is not an accident. It is not a coincidence. It is a brilliant, intentional design that forms the bedrock of life on our planet. To believe otherwise is to willfully ignore the evidence before our very eyes. In every aspect of photosynthesis, from the quantum level to its global impact, we see the handiwork of a supreme intelligence, perfect in knowledge and infinite in wisdom. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of one of nature's most astounding marvels. Remember, in a world often clouded by uncertainty, photosynthesis stands as a beacon of truth, clear, undeniable evidence of intelligent design in nature. Until next time, keep your eyes open to the wonders around you, for in every leaf, in every beam of sunlight, there's not just a miracle, but proof of a grand design waiting to be discovered.